Taking a look at today's pitching matchup, it's hard not to key in on Tim Herron of Indiana. We spoke with him after his outing against Cincinnati, and he told us his key and main strategy when pitching on the mound is to pitch to contact. The reason he gave us? He quite simply believes that Indiana has one of the best defenses in the nation. And you know what? If you look at the stats, he's not wrong. Because last season, Indiana finished the season with a .975 fielding percentage, one of the best in program history. So look for him to keep the ball low in the zone to try and give up contact to allow his fielders to make most of the plays. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Josh.
Thank you. And for more on Lloyd.
Thanks, Josh. Now, we know Indiana's been hot lately, winning 9 out of their last 10. But if you have to look at an individual performance over that time span, you have to look at Matt Lloyd, who recently took home the title of National Player of the Week because he hit over 600 last week, brought in 10 RBIs, hit 4 home runs, and even added 2 saves on the mound. Talking to Coach Lemonis, he recruited Matt Lloyd for the sole purpose of hitting third in this lineup as a JUCO transfer. And he said earlier on in the season that Matt Lloyd really wasn't hitting that well. He was hitting around 200, and he expected more from him. But I don't think he could have expected that big of a blowout last week. Now back to you, Josh.
Report on the dugout.
Thanks, Josh. Last time you sent it down to me, I told you about Matt Lloyd and his impact on the team, but he's not the only one. Freshman Matt Gorski from Fishers, Indiana was the 6th best recruit in the state of Indiana, and arguably has been the biggest spark plug for this team, who has been hot as of late, because Indiana has won 9 of their last 10, and Matt Gorski has started in all of those 10 games. So when you're looking for an impact here on the field as we move on to the rest of this game, look out for Matt Gorski, who's been hitting it great for the Hoosiers. Back to you, Josh.
So we're now sending down to Eddie Cotton, the 3rd member of our team, on a report for Alex Krupa.
Thanks, Josh. Now, it seems like every time you send it down my way, I'm talking about one of these Indiana hitters. And honestly, it's justified if you've seen the way they've been hitting as of late. And one of their most prolific at the plate has been Alex Krupa, the senior, who talked to us before today's game and actually told us a little interesting tidbit. Apparently, coming into this season, he injured his knee in the fall and told us it really slowed down his development coming into this season. But clearly, that hasn't had too much of an impact now. We talked to him, he told us he changed his swing, really changed his approach from last year, and because of it, he took home the award of Big Ten Player of the Week 2 weeks ago after going 8 for 15 and scoring 5 runs. We also asked him about the award and what his thoughts were about being Big Ten Player of the Week, and he told us it really didn't matter. What he really cared about was the team's wins. And we're going to stay tuned and see if Indiana can pull out the win today. Thanks, Josh. I'm here with Indiana infielder Tony Butler. Now, another big performance here for the Hoosiers. You guys have won 10 out of your last 11. What have you guys been doing so well, and what's the team mentality right now?
You know, I think we're playing with a lot of energy, and that's what you really need for these midweek games. You know, Evansville always plays us well, and you need a lot of energy in every game, especially in Big Ten too. So I think we've been playing with a lot of energy, which we may not have had at the beginning of the season, which is really helping us out.
Now, you had a huge night tonight with the double and the 3-for-3 performance. What was really your mentality coming in today? How do you think you performed?
You know, I've been struggling a little bit at the plate, just haven't been hitting balls that I should be hitting. So really just trying to be on time to a fastball. And, you know, it's nice to get a hit early in the game so then you kind of relax and sit back and wait for him to come to you. So, yeah, just trying to attack fastballs early.
Now, what was the thought process on the big bunt play?
Yeah, that's a squeeze, something we talk about quite a bit, so it felt really good to get it down. I think we've had a couple of them this year, so it's nice, always nice to get that one down.
Thank you very much.